Hi, Blake from footballboots.co.uk, and today we're unboxing the new Leather Magista Obra in the brand new black hyper turquoise colorway. Let's get the boots out of the box and the box out of the way. Alright, here they are. Originally launched in March 2014, this is the first ever Leather Magista Obra made by Nike. This boot is part of Nike's new leather pack consisting of the Magista, Hypervenom, Mercurial and Tiempo boots. It's important to note that the leather version will also be produced for the low-cut Magista Opus. So Nike have given the new Leather Obra a classic and modern colorway in one, officially called Black Hyper Turquoise. The boot's leather material is black, while the Hyper Turquoise color is seen on the heel, on the sole, and on the dynamic fit collar and flyknit. The colorway uses the same blue seen on the Flash Pack Obra and the Silver Storm Obra. So yeah, it's a classic colorway. I'm definitely a big fan. It's sort of a two-tone design, a half-half design. Black colours the entire leather and the swoosh logos. Black on the Magista branding on the heel. Well, this sort of sky blue, turquoise blue is seen on the flyknit, dynamic fit collar, sole. Another black swoosh logo and Magista logo on the heel. But overall, I really feel like it's a decent colorway by Nike. They've done a great job in recent times with the Magista Obra colorways, and yeah, I feel this is another great addition to the collection. So tech specs wise, you're essentially looking at a synthetic Magista Obra with a super thin layer of K-leather added on top for a much more natural touch to the bull. So essentially, if I bring it closer, the super thin K-leather layer sort of bends around the swoosh logo, comes down around the forefoot, the toe region, onto the other side on the instep, but it comes around the swoosh logo. It's actually stitched around the swoosh logo, which is interesting. But yeah, it's just a super thin layer added on top of the flyknit. So if I get the Silver Storm Magista Obra, this is all synthetic, but essentially you can see the differences there. A super thin layer has been added on top of the flyknit, just for a more natural touch to the bull. It's going to provide a bit more protection as well in the toe region especially, and yeah, just a different sort of feel to the Magista Obra. So yeah, it was originally inspired by the Magista X Proximo Street Edition, which has the same added leather layers on top of the boot. So if you've seen the Magista X Proximo Street Edition, we've actually got a review on our channel of the boot. It's just an added leather layer on top of the boot for extra durability and more of a natural touch to the bull. So yes, flyknit is again used from the heel to the toe of this boot, which means it will still be very soft and flexible. However, the added leather layer means it won't be as flexible as the synthetic Obra. So yeah, so both boots feature flyknit from heel to toe. This also has flyknit on the dynamic fit collar and throughout the entire boot, but just the added leather layer on top of the boot is the only major difference between the synthetic Obra and the leather Obra. The dynamic fit collar is again used to lock down your foot into the shoe for a sock-like feel and fit, enhancing responsiveness and quickness when you accelerate off the surface. So it really wraps your ankle tightly, providing a really tight sock-like feel. It's going to help for responsiveness. It's a lot more responsive than the Magista Opus, the low-cut version. Okay, so like what is seen on the Superfly, Brio cables lock down your foot in place for a more responsive feel and fit. It's not as pronounced as what is seen in the Mercurial Superfly, so I'll just grab the Mercurial Superfly. So on the Mercurial Superfly you can see the Brio cables quite evidently. They're just a two-layer system, a two-strand system, sorry, on both sides of the boot. Magista Opus does, the Magista Obra does have Brio cables, but they're not as pronounced, so they still connect with the laces, but they're not as aggressive. And it again will just help with responsiveness and locking down your foot into the shoe. So again, the ACC coating is applied to this boot for a consistent touch in both wet and dry conditions. You can see the ACC logo there. So the same nylon chassis with conical stud system is used for a super responsive traction and 360 degrees control. So if I show you the two soles there, they're both hyper turquoise, exactly the same, nothing different in that department. So yes, flyknit The Dynamatic collar, ACC, Brio cables, nylon chassis and conical stud system seen on the standard Obra are used on this version, where the additional layer of leather is the only difference between the two boots, as well as the design obviously. Don't expect many professionals to wear this boot in the coming weeks, as the likes of Paul Pogba, Thiago Silva and David Luiz will be wearing the new Flash Blue edition. So yeah, we'll be doing a review of this boot, which will be going live on our channel in the coming weeks, so stay updated on our channel for when that video comes up. Thanks for watching, and as always, we'll see you next time.